All right, everybody, thank you for tuning in to the We'll Fix It team channel. We'll Fix It, you're here, and what we're doing is I've got a 2014 Chevrolet Silverado LT model. It's four-wheel drive. It has an automatic climate system in it, and I've got one side that's getting pretty cold right over here, and the other side, not so much. So it's a dual climate zone system, so that means it has two like blend door servos or air temperature controllers, the ATC. Sorry for my stumbling there, but anyways, I got my mind on 500 things today, and I looked it up in all data, and I'm just giving you, I won't talk too much, but it was like a 5-hour job. I said, oh my goodness. And I'm not even sure if this is the exact problem, but I'm going to go to it first. It doesn't give me any codes related to temperatures, zone sensors, or anything that would lead me to think that there's a sensor that's making this actuator not do like it's supposed to. But I did notice, and I'll show you where it's at. So it's a 5-hour job according to all data, and I was like, man, this is just going to be crazy. So, but I wanted to try something, just to give you a little heads up. It's right there, where you see this black little gear meeting up with that white little gear. That's where the driver's side controller is. It looks like this right here. And as you can see, I did not remove the dash to get it out. I was able to kind of snake my arm in there. I thought maybe if I could remove the airbag module that I could go straight down, but it doesn't come out because it's snapped in. You'd have to remove the dash to get the airbag module out. So I moved on to something else. First thing I did is I said, let me get this controller here out of the way. And this is the body control module. And I got it out first, and then I took the bracket that holds it in out with 7mm fasteners. Of course, you see I've removed the glove box. That's obvious. I don't have to tell you that. And I got to put those fasteners back in. But I removed that. And it's tucked up up here. I unplugged the module first, pulled the module down, pulled the bracket out that holds the module in, and I got pretty good access, but I just couldn't quite get to it all the way. So there's this little panel right here that's like some kind of like module relay thing, and it's snapped in on the very top of the air box, like right here. There's a little flip bracket that holds it in. It looks like that. And it's snapped on like this. You can unsnap this, and then it pops out a little thing. Then you can let this kind of just dangle and get out of the way. Then you've got a really good straight line access down to the top, and it's held on by two Torx bits. Then the size of them are T20s, and there's not a lot of room for even a ratchet in there, but they're not that tight. So I used a T20 Torx bit in a quarter drive adapter so that I could get a little bit of finger action, and I was able to unthread both of them. And then then I left the wire connector on until I got, there's enough lead where I could actually pull this around and then unsnap it, which, I had to kind of figure this out. If I had to do it again, I pulled that out, by the way, just to check it. This is where the cabin air filter is, but it needs one of those as well. But now that I know I could do this job in an hour at the longest, maybe, and the dealership would have charged 5 hours, and I guarantee you the dealership's not taking this whole dash out. They've got it figured out where you can do like I did here and just reach right in and right down and take the two little fasteners out. It normally would sit in here just like this. If you're looking at it from the straight down, so you'd have one here and then one there, and it just lifts straight out. It's got a master spline, so it shouldn't be a big deal about getting it in the right way, and that will save you a ton of time and headache, especially when you have what I have here. And I'm just kind of having to try this first, because like I said, I'm not getting any codes related to climate control issues to lead me to a sensor that would say that. And when I would move the lever over here or turn the knob to change it, it would go all the way one way, but wait a while before it finally started to turn to go back the other. I don't know exactly what that is yet, but we're going to try it. We're going to see what it is. The part's not that expensive, and it wasn't that hard to get to. Hope that helps you guys. Thank you for watching.